So, social anxiety. We all dealt with it one way or another, and there is no specific form for it, whether it's stage fear, camera fear, public speaking. These are all different forms of anxiety, and we all deal with it in different ways according to our different situations. It even ruins life differently. So, there is no clear solution or answer, or there is a clear way to eradicate social anxiety, but to a point you can manage it, or like control it, and not let it completely ruin your life. Also, there are so many measures and things that you can do in order to kind of manage or get your anxiety under control, which I will be talking about in this video. And most of these are based on my personal experiences, so if you don't think something works out for you, or you want to add something, feel free to comment below all of that. Also, before we actually get into it, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you've never seen me, welcome to Dance Universe, so stick around. The first thing that I had to accept is that social anxiety mainly roots from the fact and this fear of disappointment, whether it's disappointing other people, disappointing your own expectations, or even societal standard, whatever it may be. Most of it is based on that fear, based on not being enough, based on not being liked, not being able to fit in, whatever it may be. And something to understand is that this fear is all inside your head. It is very internal. Most of these things are your internal feelings being deflected onto outside situations and onto other people. In no way is that a reflection of how people perceive you, or that's the thing for you to understand is that even if people don't like you, even if they do judge you, even if you do make mistakes, that is okay. That's part of being human. And even if you don't consciously give that affirmation at the moment when you are feeling overwhelmed and when everything is too much, it's okay. You just need to be aware of that. You just need to acknowledge that fact. And you are your own person. You're not meant to be liked. You're not a clothing or a boot in a windowsill of some store. You're meant to be unique. You're meant to have your own character, your own personality. You're meant to not be agreeable, okay? And that's okay. Another thing that have helped me to kind of get less anxious is another thing that have actually helped me is kind of having a predetermined goal or plan for when I actually go out, either whether it's running errands or going out with my friends, whatever it may be. When you have a goal, a specific thing that is like focus of your mind, it is a lot harder to freak out about things that don't actually matter, or internal thoughts. Believe me, all you need to do is just have this main focus. And whenever you feel like you're starting to get worked up, you're starting to get nervous, just focus on that goal, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you to ground yourself. Another thing is to stop thinking. I'm not even talking about overthinking. Don't think about it. You have a plan, you need to do something, you need to go outside, you have an appointment, whatever it may be. Why do you think it is that once you have an appointment for like an hour, you cannot do anything for the rest of the day? There is a reason for it. You're actually thinking about it so much that you are working yourself to exhaustion, mental exhaustion, and so obviously you're gonna feel that physically. So you cannot do anything for the rest of the day because you've been thinking about it, thinking about every single thing that can happen, single thing that happened, and you're trying to overanalyze those things, micromanage those things. It's not good for you, not good for your health, physically or mentally. Don't do it, okay? Don't think about it. Try doing something else and keeping your mind off of it until the time comes for you to go outside or do whatever you need to do. And after that, try your best to engage yourself in something other than sitting down and thinking. And believe me, I like thinking, I like overthinking, especially. I do not like overthinking, but I do that quite a lot. So just engage yourself in any other activity that does not like bring you back to those events that happened, those mistakes you made, those overwhelming feelings you felt. So just focus on something else. These are simply tips that have personally helped me to go from like a nerve wreck, from like this anxious wreck of a person, to being a lot more calm and a lot more composed in any situation, outside social interactions. They freak me out, they still do. I'm not saying like I'm completely cured of social anxiety. I'm just better at managing it, and after a while you're gonna get used to it, to the point where you don't even think twice about going outside or like uh, making plans or anything like that. So you're gonna need to get to that point. So just procrastinating your plans, just to canceling your appointments really going to make it feel any better. You're just procrastinating that feeling of despair. You're going to go through that anxiety, that nervousness. You have to go through that in order to get over that. And as much as you do go outside, it does help for you to like be a lot more confident the next time you do it. And you're meant to make mistake, you're human, that's fine. It is not up to you to have social anxiety. People have it on different levels, and it's not your fault. It is completely okay, and most people does. But how much you let that affect your life, and how much that influences your daily plans, you as a person, how much you let that affect your relationship with other people, now that is completely up to you. Hope you have a very good life. Bye bye, see you later.